Welcome to today's episode of the Simply Financial Podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Calandra, and I want to increase your financial IQ with today's episode. Gene Hackman, the legendary actor, died in February of 2025, not too long ago. He was 95 years old. Absolutely love Gene Hackman. Some great movies, a very long list of accomplishments. Some of my favorites was Poseidon Adventure, which came out in 1972, a long time ago. Crimson Tide, Hoosiers, The Firm with Tom Cruise. Unforgiven was a great Western. Once again, a legendary actor. So why am I talking about Gene Hackman on the Simply Financial show? And that is because even though it's not confirmed, it appears his estate will be messy. Reports say that he has a living trust, but that all of his listed trustees, including the backup ones, predeceased him. So recently, a judge has been appointed as the temporary trustee. This seems like, again, it'll be a difficult estate to settle. There was a quote in the press from noted estate planning attorney Laura Cowan saying that the will was 20 years old. If you believe that, that raises some important teaching moments, things that you as my listener ought to be aware of. So regardless if these details coming out of the media and reports about his estate are true, there are some lessons we can draw. And the number one is that you should have estate planning documents. That's not a surprise. You should have them updated every couple of years, probably 3 to 5 years, maybe 3 to 7 years. You want to review the beneficiaries on all of your estate planning documents and on all of your beneficiary directed accounts, including IRAs, 401ks, life insurance policies. To the extent that you might have trusts, Gene Hackman apparently had a living trust. You want to make sure that your trustees are up to date. They are still who you want to have as trustees. And for example, using the reports from Mr. Hackman's estate, you want to make sure they're still alive and available. Often with trustees, you have successor trustees that are basically backup trustees. You want to make sure those two are up to date, accurate, are consistent with your wishes, and that they are available to serve if need be. So it may sound fancy to have a trustee, but in many states, there are estate planning documents, things like healthcare agents, saying that you wouldn't, documents talking about whether you'd want to be on life support systems, things like that. In those instances, you also name individuals to act on your behalf. Might be a spouse, might be children, parent, and so on. Want to make sure those are updated as well. Things change during your life. People pass away, which we already talked about in the case of Gene Hackman's estate plan. People move. They change names because they get married. You might be close to someone and then later on are not close with them. All kinds of things happen. You want to keep your documents, your beneficiary designations up to date to prevent what appears to be a messy estate plan closing process for Gene Hackman and his family. Where could you get these things done? As certified financial planner here at Osaic Wealth Management, we don't do this work directly. We often work with our clients in conjunction with other professionals, including CPAs and estate planning attorneys. For some people that have simple financial situations, you may want to use an online will or estate plan sites that offer such services, but you want to get this done. And again, you want to keep it updated. I took note of these reports out of Gene Hackman's estate, wanted to share that with you. I hope you found this information to be valuable. I'll be back with you on the next episode of the Simply Financial Podcast very soon. In the meantime, please check out the website, elliottwealth.com. Find out more about the work that we do here to help our clients win with money. Thanks for listening today.
The views expressed are not necessarily the opinion of Osaic Wealth, Inc., and should not be construed directly or indirectly as an offer to buy or sell any securities mentioned herein. Investing is subject to risks, including loss of principal invested. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. No strategy can assure a profit nor protect against loss. Please note that individual situations can vary. Therefore, the information should be relied upon when coordinated with individual professional advice. Please note, the information being provided is strictly as a courtesy. When you link to any of the websites provided here, you are leaving this website. We make no representation as to the completeness or accuracy of information provided at these websites. Nor is the company liable for any direct or indirect technical or system issues, or any consequences arising out of your access to or your use of third-party technologies, websites, information, and programs made available through this website. When you access one of these websites, you are leaving our website and assume total responsibility and risk for your use of the websites you are linking to. Securities and advisory services are offered through Osaic Wealth, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Insurance services offered through Elliott Wealth Management Services, LLC, not affiliated with Osaic Wealth, Inc.